Mary Ellen Mark was an American photojournalist who was known for her serious yet striking style of photography. She was born in 1940 and died in 2015, and the development of her style over her lifetime left a significant influence on photography and subject representation. Mark covered the lesser-known lifestyles, or, as she put it, those, quote, away from mainstream society and toward its more interesting, often troubled fringes, end quote, and emphasized the beauty of these lifestyles in her work. She mainly worked with black and white images, although she sometimes experimented with color. One project Mary Ellen Mark undertook was a showcasing of global pediatric healthcare. She worked on the film Novartis, A Right to Sight, which focused specifically on eye care and vision, and her photographs were used in this film. Mark's specialty in global pediatric healthcare allowed her to showcase the differences in healthcare treatment all over the world. It also allowed her to personalize the patients she covered. For example, in her photo, Condell Children's Hospital, Kisumu, Kenya, Mark portrays two girls, one of which is a hospital patient, and one of which is a visitor. The two are staring into each other's eyes, and the photo emphasizes how their relationship is still strong during the dark time. This photo adheres to Mark's style because it captures the realities of the healthcare system outside of what we may be familiar with. Instead of focusing on the child's illness, Mark focuses on the bond between the two girls. The photo is in black and white, true to Mark's style, and the framing is slightly tilted, which I interpret to emphasize the uncertainty in the girls' situations. Nonetheless, the two are in focus, signifying how despite their trouble, they have each other. Another of Mark's photos is Julie DeKiel, National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, Big and Beautiful New Year's Eve Party, Long Island, New York, in 1995, and portrays a woman attending the party, posing in a beautiful dress. Of course, the photo's in black and white, and the lady stands on the left side of the photo to emphasize her in her outfit. This is true to Mark's style of centering typically marginalized lives and stories, especially during this time, 1995, when the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance wouldn't be as impactful. Mark covered this party and brought the association to light where it might have been typically ignored. Mark's style is especially emphasized in her photo Girl Jumping Over a Wall, Central Park, Manhattan, New York, 1967, because it's black and white, but also Mark's use of the blur in the background in the rest of the photo, except for the little girl, emphasizes her life and centers her experience. In the past, Mark has revealed her strategy for photographing children, sharing that she makes friends with them and photographs them during their most genuine moments, which is understandably a very difficult task. It's easy to imagine Mark tagging along with the child and waiting for her to truly have a childhood experience, like jumping over a wall. The joy on the child's face and the rush she must be feeling in the moment is centered through the framing of the girl, but mostly from the blurred background. In this photo, through her displaying of childhood experience, Mark portrays an interesting lifestyle on the fringes of society, fitting her style perfectly. Now, Mark didn't always use black and white in her photos. In her photo, Community Center Swim Group, Miami Beach, Florida, Mark's use of color actually still reinforces her style and plays a role in centering those minority lifestyles. The vibrant colors in this photo emphasize the feelings of relaxation, enjoyment, or even youth the elderly group feels as they participate in their swim class. It's still evident that Mark is covering a group on the outskirts of society, and there's a similar overall vibe between the colored pictures and the black and white photos. There's a tone of playfulness amongst her work. Even in the photo in the Kenyan Children's Hospital, beauty and silver linings are still a theme despite the serious context. Even though the color makes a difference in how the image is perceived, the general tone is consistent with the rest of Mark's work. It's interesting to see how Mark breaks away from her norms and the creative techniques she uses to adhere to her own style. Mark's work and mission to cover the quote-unquote fringe lifestyles impacted what kinds of subjects learning photographers covered. She taught photographers to connect with their subjects and their stories, but also leave a little up to interpretation. These lessons left a lasting impact on street and documentary photography, and Mark's techniques set standards for how to center and emphasize marginalized lifestyles.